Hello, my name is Ben Weistra, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Lethbridge Internment Camp. This was one of the 24 camps that went across the nation in the First World War. Of course, these camps interned Germans, Ukrainians, Austro-Hungarians, Ottomans, and many other individuals who were deemed as enemy aliens by the Canadian government at the beginning of the First World War. These individuals who had their rights revoked were sent to these internment camps. This camp opened in the very early stages of the war at about September 1914 and closed in November of 1916. Over the time of this camp being opened, about 600 individuals were interned here. The Ukrainians themselves did make up the majority of the numbers of people interned during the First World War. I come from Ukrainian heritage, but I never knew about it till I started doing my own research. So for the Lethbridge camp itself, though, there were many reports of good conditions, as there was reports of prisoners who were able to leave the camp, who were able to play many different games like golf or football around the camp. But there was also an allegation that was raised in the Chicago Tribune in 1915 that there was torture used here at the Lethbridge Internment Camp. The individuals who were interned here were interned against their own will. For today, we're going to talk about the story of a prisoner named William Perchaluk. He was born in the Austro-Hungarian Empire around 1890 or 1891. Like many Ukrainians, he immigrated to Canada to look for a better life around 1911 to 1914. His story then emerges in 1915. The Lethbridge Daily Herald reported that William had turned himself into local police, asking to be interned in the local camp in order to receive soft work. For the next couple months, he was interned here at the Lethbridge Internment Camp. In June of 1916, he appears on the prisoner list of individuals who were transferred to the Castle Mountain Internment Camp. William was assigned to work group number 3. These individuals in Castle Mountain did lots of very hard work. They were building railroads, they were building bridges, and building up the national park that we know today as Banff. He would spend the next year there until June of 1916. William was assigned contract work with the Canmore Coal Company, despite having a breathing ailment that made it difficult to work in coal mines. While William was given leave from the Canmore Coal Company, he took that opportunity to go to Calgary, where he enlisted with the Canadian Army as part of the 211th Battalion as a private of the Canadian Expeditionary Force. He continued to train there till the end of the year in December, when a day before he was to go to France, he was recognized by a constable who happened to be a guard at the Castle Mountain Internment Camp. After being confronted by the constable, he was arrested and was sent to the Calgary jail. Faced with a return to the internment camp or mines, William died by suicide in his jail cell on December 5th, 1916. He was buried in Calgary. William's tragic story is one that's important for when we look at the wider internment operations as a whole. It doesn't just give us perspective to his story, but gives us perspective to the other 600 individuals who were interned here in Lethbridge, or the other 8,000 individuals who were interned across Canada during the First World War, and the stories of how discriminatory policies that were brought out by the Canadian government in the First World War caused the suffering of people like William and all the others who were interned, including many Ukrainian Canadians.